Hello everyone. Welcome to Glowing Secrets, powered by Glow. Today I am with a very charming gentleman. He's not only known for his talents, but also for his looks, for his elegance. Let's see who it is. Kishu, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much for accommodating me this evening,
Well, it's lovely to have you because the show is all about beauty and having this kind of personality. So I think you fit the bill correctly, precisely.
Thank you very much for that compliment.
What is beauty to you, Kishu?
Beauty to me is your competitive edge. We live in a very competitive world. Whatever the field you play in, every single field is competitive. So beauty gives you that edge that you need for you to be able to be the performer you want to be. So obviously there is a physical side and then there is your inner beauty as well. So look is extremely important. One can be very philosophical and say, no, it doesn't really matter as long as you have the inner beauty.
Yes.
But to me, well, I mean, it's not being
You have to have a balance.
Yeah, you got to be smart, you got to sort of, put that confident man or woman, out and get that attention that you require. And it is with that first impression that you start on a successful journey.
Well, coming from the youngest CEO of Southeast Asia, I think, and you have many more under your belt, no?
Few records, as they say, but
well. Let's not talk about it. Okay, shy as he is. I mean, when it comes to a beauty of a woman and the elegance of a man, is there a difference, or is there anything that you have to do out of the way being a man?
Both women and men have the same challenge, same competition. You got to stand out, whether you're a man or a woman. So when it comes to a man, maybe the way you conduct yourself would vary from the way a woman conducts, herself. But challenge is the same, and how you have to encounter that challenge remains the same. So within that, femininity and that difference, will be there in many ways. But I guess in terms of challenge itself and how one has to face that challenge, I would say it's the same.
As a woman, I know sometimes beauty can be an advantage. But do you think for a man, being elegant or handsome or having this kind of personality will also be a drawback, because then people will focus mostly on the outer look? Do you think that there is a disadvantage?
No, I don't think so.
You think it's an advantage?
It is an advantage all the time. One can have that psyche, that attitude, but I don't think anybody should look at it as being a weakness. If one thinks that it is a weakness, it's something personal.
Yeah.
But in general, no, it shouldn't be a disadvantage.
I have seen you many a times in occasions, in a casual mode. I mean, you've always maintained this personal thing that you have. Even when you are walking your dog, you have this, personality that I am so and so. How do you maintain it? I mean, when you wake up in the morning, do you think I have to be this today, or has it been a thing since your childhood? How has this person come out of you?
Well, it's your confidence when you have achieved.
So over the years, it has grown?
It has grown. Certainly, it has grown. I mean, I wasn't this, when I was, very small kid. But as I excelled in different areas, to start with in sports, I was a national athlete.
So it helps. Sports helps a lot.
Definitely, it helps you, for you to be able to sort of, have that very powerful personality, posture, positive energy that you have to, demonstrate, display.
Manliness,
comes with sports. Your attitude to win, performance-oriented attitude, and that culture and the play to win, nothing else, right? So obviously that has helped. So it's my confidence. I mean, you talked about some of the good and bad things I've done, along the way. True, you have seen me doing.
No, it's not a bad thing. I mean, that's a good thing that you walk your dog and you get your exercise. I mean,
I know. I mean, that's your life, and that's how you should enjoy your life. When you have become successful, you got to get the benefit out of it. How you get that benefit is by being confident and knowing and being conscious about who you are.
Yeah.
So that reflects.
Yeah, so confidence is your mantra.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay, well, let's look at eating patterns. Do you have any like diets, or are you conscious about the food that you
I am
intake?
conscious about what I eat and the quantity I take, but it doesn't mean that I do the same thing right throughout the year. I take breaks, and there are times when I eat all the bad stuff in the world, and at the same time going very green for another passage of time. The logic being that if you try to stick to one diet, if it's bad all the time, then you become bad.
So you experiment.
If you go green, then you lose energy and you start aging and things like this. It's very important that you inject what you have to inject on and off, and that way you enjoy life as well. Because food is a big part of your life anyway.
Of course, yes.
If you don't want to eat, or if you can't eat what you like, what is life? So when you eat, you got to obviously be conscious about it. The fact that you have eaten bad stuff and too much, all of that, and you should make it a point to burn.
It shows, yes, it's definitely.
You should make it a point to burn, right?
Yeah.
And then get back into shape as and when you want. So since you asked me the question, I want to lose 2 kilos over the next 2 weeks' time, and I will make sure that I get it.
I didn't say that.
No, I know where you were going, but I just said.
Also, let's talk about the youth today. I mean, they are more interested in instant beauty. They want to become famous overnight, beautiful overnight, that kind of thing. So, being in the industry, I mean, you have been in the fashion industry also. I've seen you endorsing some brands. So, what is the advice that you can give the youth today? Boys, girls, I mean, both.
No, I mean, being somebody creating a brand for you, trying everything possible, doing everything possible to be known and admired and respected, it's certainly a good attitude to have. And if the entire youth in our country can think that way, obviously we'll be able to take on the competition from the rest of the world. Yes. We know in the Western world, the kids are very, very confident.
Yes.
And that's where we have failed as a nation. So while different people express different points of views, my view is just everyone has to be proud of who they are, and try to achieve what you were just describing.
Yeah.
But in that, obviously, some will make mistakes, trying to find shortcuts and things like that. Sustainability then becomes an issue.
Yeah.
But if you can achieve success within a very short period of time, in such a manner where you are able to sustain it, what is wrong with it?
I think sustainability is the key. It's easy
the
to
key
achieve, but to sustain that is the issue, is the problem. Also, I think I'm asking you questions about what women will think and what men will think, because it's very seldom that we see a man with such elegance. So going in for facials, cleansing yourselves, I mean beauty regimes, do men also follow that, or is it less manly to do things like that?
You know it better than me, but you ask him.
I want your opinion.
No, yes, men do it, certainly, and I do it on and off as well.
So it's not less of a man to go to a salon, go to a spa.
Frequency-wise, it'll be much less than a woman, who wants to look glamorous. But men also do it, and I do it as well. And first time I'm sharing that on camera.
So that's why we have the celebrities sharing their secrets. No, but it's important. I think it's
important.
Because skin is same, men, women, it's the same thing. So you have to maintain.
It's the most critical part of your body.
Yeah, you have been a judge at many beauty pageants. Do you see a difference in what the youth think today about beauty? Because a lot of these, when you ask them questions, when you look at them on ramp, it's a different thing out there. So do you think that the youth today have the correct perspective on beauty?
No, they have a way to go. I don't think they have deeply understood what beauty is all about, and That way, yeah, there is a gap between where it should be and where it is today. I have, come across, and you may have come across as well, girls and boys getting into the industry without really understanding what the industry,
that they're getting into, yes.
yeah, what they're getting into, and not knowing the fundamentals of the industry.
The basics.
So they get in, some learn,
and further themselves,
down the right path, but some fail. So what is important is to try and reduce the rate of failure, and that way we'll be able to broaden, that strength for the country.
How important is beauty for a person?
It is very important. It is critical, because for you to be able to achieve what you want to achieve in whatever discipline, number one is attention.
Attraction.
So attraction, attention, that edge.
The impression
one
that you
wanting to look at you twice or pay a very focused attention. That comes with your appearance. Doesn't mean that you got to be fair and have a brilliant
There's no
skin
frame of beauty.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's as you said, the first impression. I mean, if you just look around the world, and also Sri Lanka, there are guys and even girls whose looks are not very impressive, but they stand out.
Yeah.
They stand out, right? So that's inner strength reflecting on your face and in your body language. So that is beauty, real beauty. And that's why I said at the beginning itself, it's your advantage.
Yeah, and you have to be unique. You have to be you. I think that's also very important.
That's very important.
Well, I really enjoyed this conversation. I think we have got some brilliant secrets out of you. Thank you so much for being at this show, discussing all these beauty related secrets, because I think this is the first time you talk about beauty, right?
Beauty only, exclusively?
Exclusively,
Yes.
just with me.
Yeah. All
Thank you
credit
for
to
being on my
Rozanne.
show. Thank you, Kishu. We'll see who our next celebrity guest will be, revealing their beauty secrets with Glowing Secrets.